Hi guys, it's Crystal, the founder of Bold Culture Beauty, your one stop if you're looking to simplify your natural hair routine. This week, we're taking a closer look at length retention, or the simple steps that you could take to help prevent hair breakage. For some of us, length retention is a very important subject. In fact, for some, the desire to see our hair flourish in both health and length was the reason that we decided to go natural. Regardless of your reason for deciding to go natural, if you want to realize the growth of your hair, you have to be intentional about the practices that you incorporate into your hair care routine. There are no shortcuts when it comes to hair growth. What genetics did not account for, healthy living and intentional practices can aid. So this week, we're taking a closer look at those simple steps that you can take to help prevent breakage. So grab a pen and grab a friend as we look at simple ways that you can realize the growth of your hair. All right, so this is not intended to be an end-all be-all solution to severe hair loss and breakage. If you notice that your hair is severely damaged, please consult your local professional or get medical attention if necessary. What we're here to discuss today is just simple tips that you can incorporate into your healthy hair care routine to reduce the amount of breakage that you have so that you can realize that length retention. One thing to remember is that it's just hair. Hair grows. When we treat it right and when we don't treat it at its best, it will grow. But if you want to realize that length retention, then you need to be intentional about the things that you're doing. So let's look at some simple things that we can incorporate into our healthy hair care routine to help us realize that length retention. One of the things that we can do is to consider low manipulation styles. We already know that combing our hair when it is dry is probably a no for most of us unless we have like a very silky surface texture. So also, if you're considering protective stylings, be intentional about the styles that you're selecting, how long you keep them in, and the weight of those styles. Styles that are too heavy can create a lot of tension that often pulls the hair from the root out of your scalp. It could also weigh down the hair and make where the extension and the hair are connected very weak, which leads to breakage. And leaving them in for a long time will also make those connection points very weak and often cause you to have a significant amount of breakage. So be mindful about how long you keep the styles in, how heavy those styles are, and how tight they are, because styles that are too tight will also pull that hair directly from the follicle. We should also be mindful about the ways that we are shampooing our hair. I've discussed it before in previous videos that shampooing the hair is a necessity. When we shampoo though, we need to be mindful, one, about the types of shampoos that we're using and how frequently we're using them, and two, how we're actually shampooing the hair. For the types of shampoos, if we're consistently using a strong shampoo on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, we could cause severe damage to the cuticle, excessive drying of the hair, and excessive tangling of the hair. All these things could lead to breakage of your hair. Now, I'm not saying don't use a shampoo because I would never tell you that. We all know that I strongly believe that shampooing is an essential part of your natural hair care routine. What I am saying is that using stronger or more harsh shampoos on a routine weekly basis is not necessary and is also not beneficial to helping you retain length of your hair. What you should do is get to know your hair and what your hair needs. Stronger shampoos aren't routinely needed on a regular basis, but can be reserved for those deeper cleansing sessions. Now, if you have a considerable amount of buildup on your strands, then a stronger shampoo more routinely for a limited amount of time may be necessary. But once your scalp and hair are fully cleansed, you could use a more gentle shampoo on a more routine weekly basis and save those stronger shampoos for your deep cleansing sessions, like 1 to 2 times a month. Also, when we're shampooing our hair, be mindful of the actual washing technique. For most people, Shampooing the hair is kind of like a free-for-all where you just rub your hands around your hair and scrunch in to your scalp. That is not necessarily the most effective way to shampoo your hair. Focusing on the scalp, yes, is a necessity because we do want to make sure that our scalp is clean. But scrunching and balling up the hair is not going to be our friend when it comes to washing our hair or the detangling process. When we shampoo, we should make sure that we focus on the scalp and then smooth the lather down our strands. Smoothing the lather down our strands will help us to not disturb too much our cuticle and will also reduce the knots and tangles that we might get from just scrunching the hair all over our head. Then, when you're detangling your hair, be mindful to detangle your hair on soaking wet hair that has conditioner in it. Having conditioner and that water in your hair will allow the strands to move past each other with a limited amount of friction. This will reduce the friction between the strands and also reduce the friction between whatever tool you choose to detangle your hair with. Be mindful that finger detangling can be a gentle process, but usually when we use our fingers, we're not getting all of the knots and we're not able to be as efficient or as effective as we could be if we were to use a tool. What tool you use is your choice, but using a tool can help you get all of those knots that you might miss with your fingers and also help you reduce the risk of breakage. So the next time you shampoo, condition, and detangle your hair, consider using a tool. These are just some simple steps that you can incorporate into your healthy hair routine to help reduce the amount of breakage that you could see on wash day and help you realize that length retention that you want. Incorporating healthy practices into your hair care routine will make a big difference when it comes to saving your hair and nourishing the hair that is growing out of your scalp. All right, y'all, I hope that was helpful. I just wanted to share some simple tips with you that we don't necessarily always think about or focus on that can make a very big difference in our healthy hair care routine. As always, guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And for more information on how to simplify your hair care routine and healthy hair practices that you can incorporate into your hair care routine to help your hair flourish and thrive, make sure you visit us at boldculture.com. And if you don't want to go this journey alone, then definitely check us out because we have products and services designed to help you on your natural hair journey, to empower you to feel beautiful and be confident because we give you the tools you need to be successful when managing your natural hair. So definitely check us out at boldculture.com. We would love to serve you and assist you in your natural hair journey. And until next week, go boldly.